Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Supreme Court is the apex court in the country. If anyone makes any derogatory comments against the Supreme Court or any High Court, that will be taken very seriously as a contempt of court. And the orders of the court are expected to be followed. But unfortunately, what happened? One of the judges in Calcutta High Court, Justice C.S. Karnan, so he himself has criticized some of the sitting and retired High Court judges and Supreme Court judges. So this happened a few years back. So when he was working as a judge in Madras High Court. So from there, so he was transferred to Calcutta High Court, and being the judge of Madras High Court, so he himself has imposed stay on his transfer orders. So during the time, so this person has been branded as a controversial judge. But being in that position, can a person behave like this? So during the time, Supreme Court took it seriously and issued certain warnings to Justice C.S. Karnan. And in the recent past, it seems that he has written letters to the Prime Minister of India accusing 20 sitting High Court and Supreme Court judges plus retired judges of corruption. So this is a very, very serious allegation. That's the reason why Justice C.S. Karnan has been summoned before seven senior most judges of the Supreme Court today. And he was asked today, so why the action cannot be initiated against him? So this is what happened today. And it seems that the allegations are very, very serious. And he was asked to come back again, present himself before the court on February 13th. So maybe, so the news is that, so he may be refrained of all judicial and administrative functions. So maybe it seems, if it is true, then what will happen is that he may continue as a judge, but without any powers. But at the same time, let me make it one point very clear to you. It is not the Supreme Court that can remove a judge of the High Court, but the Supreme Court judges or the High Court judges, if you want to remove them, the process has to be initiated in the Parliament. And once it is accepted by both the houses of the Parliament, as I was explaining you during the discussion of the Supreme Court, so later the President will remove the concerned judge. And it never happened in the history of India. Of course, there were some attempts to remove some people, some judges, but they were not successful. Meaning, so far, neither a Supreme Court judge nor any judge of the High Court never was removed from the position. So, but with respect to this Justice C.S. Karnan, it has been taken very seriously by the judiciary. And if you leave someone like this, without taking any action, so this may be repeated. That is the reason why. So this is an action taken by, Honorable Supreme Court to maintain the discipline in this particular judicial community. Clear? And for the examination point of view, my dear close friends, since it is the first time that happened in the history of India, in the examination, they may ask you, so who is the concerned judge against whom the Supreme Court has decided to take the action? Or after February 13th, you will come to know action has been taken. Answer will be Justice C.S. Karnan. Kindly remember, currently, so he is a judge in Calcutta High Court, right? Now, so let me open the document, show you the points with respect to Justice C.S. Karnan. Have a look at this. He is the sitting Calcutta High Court judge. For the first time in the history of India, 7 senior most judges are convened in open court today, that is on February 8th, 2017, to initiate suo motu contempt against Justice Karnan. In February 2016, that is last year, he stayed his own transfer while working as judge of Madras High Court. Again, it was the first time. Obviously, it was taken very seriously by the judiciary. During the time, Supreme Court has frozen his functions. Later, in the very recent past, he sent a letter to the Prime Minister of India allegedly making serious allegations of corruption against the sitting and retired High Court and Supreme Court judges. And with respect to Justice Karnan, so he used to raise the caste issue. So being in the judiciary and raising the caste issue has also been taken very seriously by the apex court. Look at this. So during this time, what happened? Have a look at this. You know the name of the Attorney General of India, Mukul Rohitgi, and look at this. So during hearing on February 8th, 2017, that is today, Attorney General Mukul Rohitgi argued that the top court must set an example by taking action against Justice Karnan for his attacks on the judiciary and writing letters to the Prime Minister and others on sitting and retired judges. Meaning is simple. So you need to maintain the internal discipline. If you don't take action, tomorrow the same thing may be repeated by some other judge, and which will be a very, very serious detrimental to the whole judicial system. Right? Next, look at this. Some of the controversial things regarding Justice Karnan. Have a look at this. In June 2013, the judge, that is Justice C.S. Karnan, has also passed an order that ruled that if a couple of legal age, if a couple of legal age indulged in sexual gratification, it should be considered as the legal marriage and they would be termed as husband and wife. So this is the ruling that was given by Justice C.S. Karnan in 2013 June. When there was an uproar over this judgment, he passed another order in which he gagged the persons from making adverse comments, right? And he also created a stir when he lodged a complaint with the National Commission for Scheduled Caste, alleging that he was abused by fellow judge in 2011 because he was a Dalit. So this was another point that was raised by Justice C.S. Karnan, and it seems that, and according to him, and he was abused by his fellow judge, right, on the name of the this caste. And during that time, so instead of taking any legal measures or taking the support from the so-called Supreme Court, so he approached the National Commission for Scheduled Caste. So like this, he was there in the news for quite long period of time, and we need to wait. And we need to wait, till February 13th, what the Supreme Court is going to decide on this. So maybe the news is that so he may be refrained of all judicial and administrative functions. Am I clear? And tomorrow it may lead to a situation because the Supreme Court has taken a serious note. Tomorrow the Parliament since after the decision has been taken by Supreme Court, the Parliament may also initiate the procedure for removing this person, but we need to wait and watch. All right. Otherwise, kindly remember, since this is the first of its kind in the history of India, it may be a possible question in any forthcoming examination. Am I clear? But kindly remember, Supreme Court cannot remove a judge of the High Court, right? High Court judge can be removed only by the President of India after a resolution to that effect has been passed by both the houses with a special majority. And the details, of course, it's a very, very long and a large process that I have explained you in Supreme Court class, and kindly watch that video. Am I clear? Now. So now, just 2 points with respect to Tamil Nadu. It seems that both the groups, right? So both the factions, one is headed by Mr. O. Selvam, and other one headed by Shashikala Natarajan. So and these two are this gearing up to prove their majority. And one news in the evening is that Ms. Shashikala was supposed to take all her MLAs, supporting MLAs to the Rashtrapati Bhavan today, and she wanted to parade all the MLAs before the President of India, right? But it seems that that step has been taken back, right? So we need to watch again. So but otherwise, the latest news is that the governor, in charge governor of Tamil Nadu, right? So Mr. CH Vidyasagar Rao is going to land in Chennai. So probably, tomorrow there is going to be a floor test, and where it will be decided who has the majority. But it seems that, so as far as the latest information is concerned, Mr. Shishikala has got the majority, and it was really shocking for the entire Tamil Nadu and all the people who belong to AIADMK, that for the first time, so this he broken out, Mr. Pannir Selvam, otherwise considered to be so very very loyal to the party itself, right? So we'll watch these developments. So next, the latest one is that it's a regular job by RBI. So today, there is an expectation that the this policy rates will be, this revised, but no change has been made in the rates, right? And the decision was taken by all the members of the monetary policy committee, and all the six members have supported that, voted for not to go for any change. And this is the third meeting of the monetary policy committee, and this will be the last meeting before, this before the completion of this financial year. And the next MPC, monetary policy committee meeting, will take place, right, in the month of April, right? So now, regarding that, I have some information. I'll show you that information, and what are the latest rates, unchanged latest rates. So that I'm going to show you to now. Please remember this. Okay, now. So before I, if in fact even I also have a question, so I'll show you that question. So before that, as I explained you in various classes, what is the cash reserve ratio? Banks in India are required to hold a certain proportion of their deposits in the form of the cash. However, the banks don't hold this cash with themselves, but they deposit such cash in the they deposit such cash in the currency chests. Currency chest is a place where the currency is stored, right? So meaning the cash reserve ratio means, if a bank has got 100 crores, so say for example, out of that, certain percentage has to be deposited in the this currency chest, and that should be deposited in the form of cash only. This is called cash reserve ratio, meaning you are reserving, depositing ratio, some percentage, depositing some percentage of the cash in the currency chest, of course operated by the RBI. Clear? So the meaning is that the bank itself is holding this particular amount, that is a cash reserve ratio, but in reality banks are not permitted to use that one. Say for example, cash reserve ratio is 4%, meaning if the bank has got 100 crores, out of that one, 4 crores must be deposited in the currency chest, that is with RBI. Okay, and the remaining 96 crores the bank can utilize for the market operations, and the money can be released into the market. So that is called CRR, that is a cash reserve ratio. I'll show you the document, and I want you to look at this once again. Look at this, right? Next, so let's look into this just a moment. Statutory liquidity ratio, otherwise it's called, this SLR. Look at the points clearly. Every bank is required to maintain, at the close of business every day, at the close of business every day, they have to maintain what? A minimum proportion of their net demand liabilities and time liabilities. Both are different, please. Net demand liabilities and time liabilities as liquid assets in the form of the cash or gold or unencumbered approved securities. Hope you are getting this. Very very important. When it comes to cash reserve ratio, you are depositing some amount in the form of the cash in the currency chests. Apart from that, every day, out of the total money, some percentage has to be, this banks must be in a position to hold it back. Clear? It should happen, this every day, by the end of every day. But what is this? Should it be in the form of the cash? No, this need not be in the form of the cash. It may be in the form of the cash, or it may be in the form of the gold, or it may be in the form of the, this securities. Is it okay? So, what is the net demand liabilities and the time liabilities? Net demand liabilities are those liabilities where we can take the money immediately. Say for example, we have the savings account. You're all holding the savings account. From there, when can you withdraw money? At any time you can withdraw the money. That is called net demand liabilities. At any time you can draw the money. Okay. Time liabilities means these are coming in the form of the fixed deposits, meaning for a fixed period of time you are depositing the money with the bank. Clear? And out of all these, some percentage as decided by RBI must be there with the bank every day. By the time you close the business, at the end of the day, that must be there, and that is called a statutory liquidity ratio. Can you remember? CRR must be in the form of the cash, 4%. And SLR, statutory liquidity ratio, again it is also unchanged, that is a 20.5%. 20.5%. Clear? And kindly remember these words. What is the meaning of the net demand liability and a time liability? Am I clear? If you understand these two, you can remember SLR, and you are expected to remember what is called the percentage. Am I clear? Very, very important. And kindly remember, with respect to CRR, cash reserve ratio, if RBI increases the percentage of CRR, if RBI increases CRR from 4% to 5%, then what will happen? Example, out of this 100 crores, instead of depositing 4 crores, you have to deposit 5 crores. Meaning the net amount that is available with the bank will be reduced. Clear? So meaning the amount that is available with the bank is reduced, and the flow of the money from bank to the market will also be reduced. Because instead of 96 crores, so you are sending only 95 crores, because CRR, if increase it to 5%, I am telling you. Right? So meaning is simple. So with the CRR, what happens? The RBI can control the flow of the money from the bank to the market and the market to the bank. Imagine CRR will be reduced from 4% to the 3%. Imagine. Then what will happen? Instead of the bank depositing 96%, meaning 96 crores, it can deposit, instead of depositing 4 crores, so the bank will be depositing only 3 crores. Meaning 1 crore extra will be available with the bank, and that 1 crore the bank can be sent to, the bank will be sending it to the market. Meaning more money with the bank, more money will be in the market. So more flow of the money, more business will take place, and there will be more life in the economy. Clear? And of course, so many times I touched this concept, CRR, SLR. Right? And after this, now I'll show you the document once again. I have a question, number one, and easy question. This also covered, but you need to remember this, because very important one, and probable question in any examination. Plus, at the end of this, I'll show you the current rates, and please remember that. Look at this. Every bank is required to maintain at the close of business every day a minimum proportion of their net demand liabilities and time liabilities as the liquid assets in the form of the cash, gold, or unencumbered approved securities. Net demand liabilities means bank accounts from which you can withdraw your money at any time, like your savings accounts and current accounts. Time liabilities, bank accounts where you cannot immediately withdraw your money but have to wait for a certain period. Example, fixed deposit accounts. Hopefully, all of you are following me. You can answer this question very nicely. Who is the chairman of the Monetary Policy Committee? It has been constituted recently. So today is the third meeting of the MPC. This is called MPC, Monetary Policy Committee. Who is the chairman? Is it Finance Minister? Finance Commission Chairman? or RBI governor or deputy governor of RBI? Answer is Urjit Patel and is the RBI governor. Kindly remember this. Right? Next is the question. So look at this. So this is the bank rate. CRR, just now I told you 4%. SLR, just now I told you 20.5%. Repo rate 6.25, reverse repo rate 5.75, and marginal standing facility rate 6.75%. Kindly remember this. Okay, so that's all for the day, and I'll see you tomorrow with more current affairs. Thank you so much for being with me this evening, and I wish you all a very, very good luck. Thank you so much. Good night.